Edit, I know it's Q and not Q. My brain uses Q every day for work and that's what it put down. I work for a very large corporation in the IT department. I worked my way up from first level support to the back office team. aka escalation team, like 2 and level but slightly above them. I essentially fix business critical issues that are escalated up from first level and 2 and level. On the back office team we are a team of 6 and we all have certain areas we specialize in but are cross-trained in all areas to help cover when people go on vacation or call in sick. My area of expertise is the network team and another area that I cannot say or it will give away the company I work for. But to put it in perspective, the company I work for owns several hundred retail locations from coast to coast in the USA. Because we are in the last fiscal quarter of the year, the budget is tightening. Not because the company is low on money, but because all of upper management wants to stay within a certain range so they can get their bonuses for saving the company money. So a very strict no overtime policy is implemented. At first I didn't think nothing of this because I preferred to work my 40 hours a week and spend time with my family. But there was a particular incident this past Friday that fueled my malicious compliance on Saturday. As I said before, there are 6 of us on the back office team. But on Friday, we had one guy off on 2 and couple call-ins, which left just myself and another guy working. We will call him Matt. Matt worked the opening shift and I worked a later evening/closing shift to cover the West Coast. Because it was just the 2 of us we were pretty busy. As the day wore on and closer to Matt's quitting time, we were slammed. We had 4 locations where their network had gone down and I was dealing with 2 techs on site I was trying to guide to set up new equipment. When 5 a.m. hit, Matt had asked management if he could stay an extra 30 minutes to help me out. Management gave very quick and hard no and reminded us of the no OT policy. So Matt had to leave at his scheduled time and leave me with a huge mess to try and fix. I worked the rest of the night on back-to-back issues and I was able to get them sorted out before it was my quitting time. But I had to work through my break. That is when I decided I would not overextend myself and will follow the new policy. The next day is when the malicious compliance started. I was working the Saturday shift and since Saturdays are slower, just 2 of us are scheduled. Well, on this particular Saturday the guy I was supposed to work with called in and because no OT was allowed they couldn't call in another to help me out. As the day wore on, I was increasingly busy being the only back office person working. The last hour of my shift, something broke on the server side and dozens of stores were not able to perform transactions or take credit card payments. I worked hard to resolve it but the end of my shift was nearing. Cue malicious compliance, the end of my shift hit and I had made 0 strides in fixing the issue. But because we were on a strict no OT policy, I clocked out and left. Leaving dozens of stores down and unable to make money. I forwarded the information to the on-call supervisor but they rarely check anything over the weekend, so the issue went untouched until Sunday afternoon when management finally seen my reports and emails from Saturday afternoon. The company lost countless dollars in sales, probably in the 6-figure range at least. My phone was blowing up all day Sunday as management tried to get further details from me, but because of the no OT policy, I could not answer my phone as that would require me to log hours and that would be overtime. So I did not speak with management until today. When asked why I left work without fixing the issue, I simply showed them the no OT policy emails they have sent out every week for the past few weeks. They quietly dismissed me back to work knowing they had messed up and caused this. A few hours of overtime cost the company hundreds of thousands of dollars.